my first, because the boys are busy, Nintendo Direct reaction. Not live. Poof, please. But I am excited. We got about 4 minutes left. I'll probably cut some of this out later, but big predictions. Something Zelda-y, but like something cool Zelda-y. Sean said earlier, Tingle for Smash. I can get behind that, even if he is already a trophy. I'll always hold out hope, but I think Zelda needs more representation that isn't Link. We've got 3 Links, and that's kind of fun because they are very different, but also at the same time very the same. At this point, though, you're going to step on some toes as far as similar stuff. I mean, although Steve from Minecraft was incredibly different, even if he does still sometimes use a sword. Sora from Smash, though. That's my big Smash guest. Somebody posted on Twitter that Fraser Crane would be listening as a new Smash character, which I thought was hilarious. And then, let's see. We've got so many things that could happen. I wonder if there will be big Animal Crossing news. I doubt it, but there could be. Like an actual major content patch and not just a holiday event. Been playing a lot of Mario Kart lately, so it would be cool if we had some DLC. Is there music on this? I'm hoping so. I should test that out somehow. Usually they have music. Let's just open this up real quick. Yeah, I got something. I don't like that at all. Get out here, Shigeru Miyamoto. You're ruining Nintendo with your antiquated ideas. There's like a red glow on me. I'm so boring without Jason and Sean. You might hear Enchanted in the background. My daughter's watching. Hopefully it doesn't get picked up too bad, though. Put the dogs away so they wouldn't bother me, too. This is like the worst timing for this. Like, if it was earlier in the day, I could do it. I could take my lunch. Instead, it's like right when I get off work. Thankfully, I am working from home, so I can just turn around and get back onto the computer. But I like a break. I like a break between the two. Oh, well. 50 minutes of goodness, here we come. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. My Ring Fit adventure came today. I'm going to say bye-bye to that gut. Hello to them gains, both physical and digital. Give me some points or whatever the heck they do to spur you on. Incentivize, put that carrot on a stick. I'd rather it was a donut, though. I want a donut on a stick. Put it right on that little hole. You put like 10 donuts on a stick. Stack them high. Oh, here we go. COVID-19 release information. See, that's funny, though, because a lot of people are suspecting that many of these announcements will be have been from delays due to COVID. All right, yeah, that's nice and loud. Turn it down a bit. Oh yeah, this was another thing I totally forgot about. I was wondering if we were going to see something from Monolith Soft.
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
That's good, because Pyra sucks. I don't like this game.
couldn't find her anywhere.
Classic glove clinch.
It was as if she vanished off the face of all rest. Without a trace. Where have you gone? I'll find you, whatever it takes. This is where you were. Pyra!
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you. Because... I got an invitation to join Smash!
No. No. I wouldn't have expected this, though, after they relegated Rex to costume status.
Behold the power of the Aegis!
So the sword has become the character. We've come to the singularity of Smash characters.
Flame Nova! Prominence Revolt! Blazing End!
That's genius! You're pretty much owning them, and these are seasoned fighters!
There are no pushovers!
Very different from your typical reveal video.
Talk about a tight spot. Mithra? Let me handle this.
Okay, I was about to say, because they made a comment about May from Final Fight, or whatever it was, being too risque, and so they did change her costume. Which is good, because it was far too risque.
Lightning Sculptor! Photon Edge! Ray of Punishment! Chromazine! Foresight!
What? You can even use that?
Hey, right here!
You two can swap between each other freely?
Serious fire.
What's the difference, though?
Together, nothing can stand
One's
in our
fast,
way.
one's strong.
Quite the spectacle, aren't they?
Wait, Gramps?
I've missed this, buddy. Mind if I watch a while? Oh, look, our friends are here. And there's some more.
Why do they look so bad? They don't look.
All mine. I'll lay
The
you
background
down.
characters don't look good.
Sacred arrow!
Rex does show up for a bit.
Nailed it!
Sure did. Witness our power. Shulk?
Never
Oh.
expected to see you two again. Well, now that you're in Smash,
So much
I won't go
crossover.
easy on you.
Ooh, fighting words. You forget. We're fighters too!
Cool. Not my preferred choice. Sora's coming later, though.
Hello,
I know
everyone.
he is.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. Last year, we delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations. However, we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time. I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today. We appreciate your continued support.
I wonder if that was the only Smash announcement, because I was
Okay,
kind of unsure
what
how much
you
of this
just
50
saw
minutes was going to get
was
eaten
the
up.
reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros.
If they're going
Ultimate
to do a
game,
little deep dive.
Pyra and Mithra.
They usually don't,
originally
so-
appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This fighter releases in March, so we hope you'll stay
That's soon.
tuned just a bit longer.
Very soon.
All right, let's continue with our
Even if
first
it's the
batch
end of
of
March,
Nintendo
month and a
Switch
half away.
headlines.
Oh, Fall Guys coming to Switch. I'll finally maybe play it. See, this is a game I could play with my daughter. Especially if there's like a local online participation thing. Like we can both play in the same match, like split screen style. I do feel like it took too long. They obviously saw great success on PS4.
Stumble toward greatness
That
when
PS
Fall
Plus
Guys
thing, but-
Ultimate Knockout comes to the Nintendo Switch system summer 2021.
Summer, that's still far away.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed. Venture into
Yes!
the vast reaches of space to uncover the
Yes!
secrets left behind.
I've been
by
wanting to play this
ancient
for a really long
civilization.
time, but I was
You
never going
have
to do it on
22
PC.
minutes. After that, the sun will explode
think is
and the
where
solar
this
system
was
will be
only at.
annihilated. However, everything will reset, allowing you to continue exploring while retaining information you gathered. By repeating these cycles, you'll gradually unravel the mysteries hidden in the universe.
It's like a really weird, cool take on a
What messages
roguelite.
will you discover? How can you prevent the sun from exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless time loop? Find out when the critically acclaimed Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo Switch summer 2021.
Okay, okay.
Put your sleuthing skills to the test in 2 classic murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and
Jason's gonna
Famicom
love
Detective
this.
Club, The Girl Who Stands
his-
Behind.
this is
2
his
deep
jam.
cuts from Nintendo history
Nothing
are coming
screams
to North
Jason
America
Wright
for the
like
first time.
visual
Localized in
novel.
English and modernized for the Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama, and twists and turns await at every corner. You'll be on the edge of your seat as you dive into these deep narratives set in Japan. In one game, you'll solve a complex murder case surrounding a wealthy family in
This
a
is probably the
haunted village
nicest
while
visual
dealing with
novel I've ever
amnesia.
seen. The animations, it's very...
But that's not the
Very
only
good.
case to crack.
It's too generic, though. Like, this is why I don't like certain
In the other
Japanese
game,
games
you'll
and anime.
investigate
It's
a
like
supernatural rumor after
I need a
mysterious
little bit of
death
something.
to free
I
students
need
from a sinister
the
nightmare.
goofiness of Phoenix Wright. I
Interrogate
need
suspects and hunt for clues to piece
something.
together these chilling conundrums. Can you
slice of
figure out
life,
who the
just
culprit
regular
is
slice of life.
before
Even
it's too
Persona,
late?
which character designs can be fantastic, often have a lot of groundedness, and especially during like the school days. But
Uncover the deadly truth in Famicom Detective Club.
it's a day
The Missing
after my
Heir,
birthday again. What
and
else is
Famicom
launching there?
Detective
The
Club,
Mass Effect
Girl
thing,
Who
day
Stands
after my
Behind.
birthday.
Coming to Nintendo Switch May 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. A new age of battles begins.
Shining Force. Something. No. Fire Emblem. That was another thing I forgot to do in my predictions. Some kind of Fire Emblem something. Can't let it die, can you? Gotta always talk about him. Nobunaga Oda. But pretty. Like the prettiest I've ever seen him. Usually just kind of gruff and older. A little bit more traditional. Samurai Warriors 5. I played the one on 3DS. I think it was Samurai Warrior
The latest
Chronicles
entry
2
in
or
the
something
Samurai
like that.
Warriors franchise
pretty
is
fun.
coming to Nintendo Switch. Dive into the history of the Sengoku period as the series now shines the spotlight on Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi.
Did it not before?
Character designs and visuals have been revamped for this installment. Unleash
Looks good.
high-octane moves in
A
electrifying
little rough,
1
but
versus
you know,
1,000
the art
battles.
style is certainly making up for it.
In
Doesn't look as
Samurai
good as
Warriors 5, slashing its way onto Nintendo
Age of
Switch
Calamity, though.
summer 2021.
All right, so we've got a packed summer so far.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons. After 20 long years, Legend
What is
of
this?
Mana featuring remastered HD
Oh.
graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch.
I think this is the one I played for like a rental period.
You'll set off on a journey
didn't
to find
understand
the
how to
mystical
play
mana
it.
tree seen in a dream.
I think it was on PS1.
Before discovering the world map,
Yep, and
is
you would put your stuff down.
during your travels, you'll acquire special items called artifacts. Place them on the map to bring towns, dungeons,
Very similar to
and
Final
other
Fantasy
lands to life.
Tactics Advance.
It's up to you on when and where to place artifacts, as well as how to advance the story. Join forces with characters.
I wonder
each
if
on
those
their own
backgrounds are
personal
new or not.
quests.
They look newish, but I
Square
guess that
off
could have been
against
how it
fearsome
was.
monsters,
I like it. It looks fun.
or take a break from adventure and rest up at home. The music has been rearranged for this enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack.
Classic.
Other features have been added, including the ability to turn off enemy
Ooh,
encounters.
I love that.
As well as the new minigame, Ring Ring Land.
What was that?
Legend of Mana will launch on Nintendo Switch June 24th.
Okay, more summer stuff. What's coming in March, though? This. Yes, this. So far, it's just been announcement. No deep dives yet, which is cool. Ooh, it's like a spider thing. I cannot wait to play this. It's hammer time. That's Carios. I'm so not up to date with my monsters. These are all new to me, so. I want to see some furry stuff. I like the furrier ones, like the apes and the just kind of bear-looking beasts. Ooh, that's cool.
Elder, I have important news.
I'm a ninja boy.
So it's finally
We're
beginning.
the twins.
Go assemble the villagers. 50 years ago, Kamura village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter's about to face the biggest challenge yet!
Ooh. Ooh, what is this? Some sort of like base defense?
Can't lose this gate! Pull yourselves together!
That's kind of cool.
You're not getting in!
Oh, is that a hammer or a charge blade? It looked cool either way. Yes, like the weapon designs are so much better already than Monster Hunter World. What is that? Oh, I forget his name. It starts with an R. But he's riding him like a horse.
Do not let it pass!
The rampage. How long do you think it's going to last?
That's cool. We're like a month away for this too.
Inoa, we should start preparations right away.
We're here to offer assistance.
Hmm?
We must stop the calamity.
Yeah. Ooh, that looks nice. Although those symbols, the gold stuff look cool. The black symbols look
That
kinda
was the
busy.
latest trailer for Monster Hunter
On the dock.
Rise from Capcom. How will our heroes fare against these ferocious monsters? Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th. Next, please take a look at this.
I wonder if we'll get another direct before it launches. Ah, called it. I got one right.
The fairway
Yes.
is open once again. Tee off in the latest installment of the Mario
doesn't
Golf
look good.
series,
Does it
coming
look
to
bad?
Nintendo Switch.
Super Rush.
Study the wind and terrain. Take your time to think things through. Then swing.
I have a feeling that I'm gonna want to play this with
Enjoy
my wife and
golfing
daughter,
with
but they're
familiar
not gonna
Mushroom
like it,
Kingdom
'cause
characters
it's gonna be a little
on
too
courses
hard.
filled with lush, natural scenery. Use features on the greens, like a shot gauge, to see how your shot will curve due to slopes. And a scan that lets you examine a course's
I
terrain.
don't like the costume though. I don't want him
These
to look like he's
features
golfing.
can help you
I want
ace
him to
your
look like
shots.
Mario. I
In
don't hate it
addition to
though.
button controls, you can also use motion controls
Boo.
by holding a Joy-Con controller like a golf club.
Like a
Gently
golf
swing
club.
the controller to have your character swing in the game, letting you easily enjoy the sensation of golfing.
Ooh.
On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf.
What is
including
this?
one, Speed Golf.
That's
Here is always
hilarious.
your
I
turn.
love this.
Everyone tees off at the same time, then you'll race through the course
That's
to reach your ball.
amazing.
Give it another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes and
That's
special
great, because the
shots
classic-
to beat the competition.
The classic golf's going to be there.
Oh,
and then
did
there's
we
the
mention
ooh.
story mode?
Yes,
As
this
a
is
Mii
already
character,
looking so
you'll
much
start
better
out as
than
a
Mario
rookie
Tennis.
and develop your golfing skills while interacting with
We'll
various
see.
Mushroom Kingdom characters.
All I
Level up
really
with
need are like
experience
tournaments and
points earned
cups to
during
chase.
matches. Then allocate points to different stats, allowing you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also use your Mii in versus
That
play.
Wario outfit is
Put
so
your
good.
golfing skills to the test when Mario Golf Super Rush
June,
swings
March,
on
May,
Nintendo
or
Switch
May, June,
June
May,
25th.
June.
Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop after this presentation.
Very cool. We'll get.
The latest game in the
So
Mario
we
Golf
got
series adds
30
new
minutes
gameplay
left.
for multiplayer modes, as well as the familiar golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls. Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Yeah.
Check out these games coming to Nintendo Switch. Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play as the Hyperion lackey Reese and the quick-witted con artist Fiona as you set out to recover a mountain of cash.
I've still never played
Set
more than
between
like 20
Borderlands
minutes of a
2 and
Tales
3,
game.
This game includes all 5 episodes.
Wait, not Tales.
Filled with
What are they
classic
called?
Borderlands humor. Gangsters,
Telltale?
bandit
Telltale
lords, and
games.
vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles
The
you'll
Batman
encounter
one,
in
and
this
I couldn't stand the
choice-driven
parts where
narrative Embark
that weren't
on a
just
wild
choose
ride
the decisions
when
and
Tales
listen
from
to the
Borderlands
dialogue.
launches on Nintendo Switch March 24th.
Okay.
32 of Capcom's most beloved arcade classics are coming to
Interesting.
Nintendo Switch. Rewind gameplay, adjust game speed or difficulty, and select from
Is
a
this the
variety
same
of
thing as
display
that
options to relive that
came with the
sweet
pad, like
arcade
the play
goodness.
pad, like the
Get
arcade pad that you could
1943,
have in
the
your
Battle
house?
of Midway for free.
The games
then
came
purchase
in the
game
pad.
packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic itch
Alien
when
vs. Predator?
Capcom Arcade Stadium launches later today.
Oh, cool. Shadow Drop.
Brains.
What is that?
As a zombie,
Stubbs
you
the
just can't get enough of
zombie.
them. In this action game from Aspire, you'll build your zombie horde and take
That's-
revenge on the city by turning
What?
humans into your undead allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission. This city ain't no match
Would
for
never
a dead
have
man.
expected this
Stubbs
one.
the zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders
Not today.
beginning today on Nintendo eShop.
We only played this for an evening once, so I don't remember much about it.
It's Travis Touchdown versus Assassins.
Thought we might see some of this.
Aliens? Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate. Here we go. As the crass, beam katana-wielding assassin Travis Touchdown,
I've never played any of these.
you'll need to fight your way to
Yeah,
the top
except
to
for more
save
than like
the
a
world.
rental period.
Hey, not so fast. To enter each boss fight, you'll have to do some
Quality on
odd
this
jobs
video.
around
I'm
town
on
and earn
HD.
enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves. Study their tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in combat. With a
I
new
might take
and
a chance
improved
on this.
death
We'll
glove,
see.
you'll have access to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match. The fate of the world is at stake.
I like the premise.
So
I
get
like
ready
the
to kick some,
the trappings.
whatever aliens have that you can kick. Anyway, it'll all make sense when No More Heroes 3 lands on Earth. Or,
August,
Nintendo
okay.
Switch, August 27th.
That's a good period. A lot of times there's just not a lot of heavy hitters in the August timeframe, late summer, very early fall.
Exterminate demons in heaven.
More Annapurna.
As above, so below. Why do they need assassins in heaven? To do someone's
Japan.
dirty work.
Oh, it's first person. It's not multiplayer, is it? Cards. We all know how I feel about card games. that aren't actual card games. I don't care for them. That's what. Slay the Spire is good though, because it's
kill or be killed.
It's not really a card
You won't
game.
last
Just
long
use
if you
cards
can't
to
rely on
represent it.
yourself.
Very what do you call it?
God's judgment.
Bleach feeling.
To do with it.
Those character designs. Soul Reapers? Is that what they call them? I don't remember. This is a big pass on me though. Big pass. Hard pass. That's what it is.
Uncover Heaven's Mysteries in Neon White, coming to Nintendo Switch, winter 2021. The DC superhero girls are here to save the day.
Oh boy.
Hi, everyone. My name's Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl. I'm always inventing new gadgets to fight crime, like my batarangs and Bathook. This is Supergirl. She's super strong and has heat vision, plus super breath. And let's not forget Wonder Woman, an Amazonian warrior who wields the lasso of truth. Along with our friends Green Lantern, Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil supervillains to keep our city safe. But we're not just about the super life. We also have our school lives, and trust me, there's never a dull moment at Metropolis High School.
No.
Sometimes it'd be nice to get out of class and do some shopping downtown with my besties. Ooh, and maybe take some photos to share on Superstar Post while we're at it.
This is a very specific audience they're aiming for.
Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up Sweet Justice later.
Not that it should be me. I don't need to play everything. Lord knows I don't need to play everything.
No one could have seen it coming, but when justice calls, you can count on us to answer no matter what.
Who is that?
Just
That's
gotta make sure no one figures out
I know
our
that voice. It
secret
sounds like
identities.
Twilight Sparkle.
DC Superhero Girls
Tara
Team
Reid
Power
or
heroically
Tara
soars onto
Strong.
Nintendo Switch June 4th. Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
It looks cute. I like mushrooms. Not to eat. Plants vs. Zombies? Something? Yeah. I haven't played since the original or second one. Battle for Neighborville. I'm not taking any notes. It's gonna be hard to talk about this again on the podcast. This is like the first big like presentation of the year. There hasn't been one like this yet on any front. No, I will not.
Who will join you in your adventure? Hint, anyone can.
What's this?
Band together on a quest to
Miitopia.
face evil and save faces. Miitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch. Cast Mii characters in various roles across the kingdom. Turn your favorite people into your allies, or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord. Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure. There's also a new wig feature, letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more fabulous. In the world of Miitopia, relationships are
This has
key.
got to be free, right?
So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during battle.
This screams 3DS to me. You know, with Street Pass.
If your relationship's sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse.
It's got to have some major social component. Otherwise, what is the point of this
You
game?
can have a horse as an ally?
What?
That sounds pretty darn good.
That
For
was a
it,
good
It'll
joke.
lend a hand, or
I'm gonna use
in
that.
battle.
I'm stealing that. It's mine now.
Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp Miitopia, coming to Nintendo Switch May 21st. Pre-orders begin today
No,
on Nintendo
I can pre-order
eShop.
it, apparently. I have to pay for this game.
Super Mario themed items
That's
are coming
right.
to your
They
island.
said this would happen.
Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary themed
I had
items
time
are
to play
coming
this
to
still.
the Animal Crossing New
But I
Horizons
don't.
game. Familiar items like the
mustache.
Super Mushroom and the Question Block can be ordered in-game as furniture items. So place them however and wherever
The
you'd
coins
like.
just kind of disappear and reappear.
You
Can
can
you get
also
crushed by
place
that?
2 warp pipes.
Like actual fast travel?
Then use
That's
them
pretty
to travel
dope.
between locations on your island.
Home in Nook's Cranny
Hey,
if it's not super
why not
close
try
by.
recreating the Mushroom Kingdom?
That's so good. I look forward to
A
seeing
free
pictures
update
on
for the game launches
subreddits about what
February
people do
25th.
with this. That's very
After
soon.
downloading it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st.
It's not limited, is it?
Keep an eye on
It's
the
not a
official
holiday.
Animal Crossing Twitter account for
But
the
it is the
latest
anniversary,
information.
so.
We hope you continue enjoying life on your island.
So many roaches to kill when I get back.
How was that?
It was good.
These collaboration items will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events.
Speaking
Please
of,
wait a bit longer for their
another
release.
35th anniversary.
Speaking of which, last week
Ah.
we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoy that Mario adventure as well.
People seem to be.
Next, we have another game to show you.
That looks familiar. I know this art style. Oh, is this Octopath? Yes.
He leaves us no recourse. Swords! Never. S-Frost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty?
But different.
Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You
And like
no
characters.
other must decide how we proceed.
Like with defined personalities that won't feel like pointless cliche. I mean,
You're
maybe
a
to a
leader,
little bit.
and must be the beacon others look
We'll
to
see.
when the night is darkest.
Together with these fields.
Yes, it's like a tactics
today you
thing.
burn.
Oh man.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely. Every last one of us.
Yes. Triangle.
Far, far away lies the continent of Norzilia,
Oh,
comprised of 3 nations
that font threw me
and
off.
limited deposits
Triangle
of salt
strategy.
and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict
write this one down.
known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities
Salt Iron
ceased
War.
with an uneasy truce, decades later the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
You are all that remains.
Caught in a tangled, fiery web of plots and conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers
3
that
super
would
young people and a
orchestrate
somewhat
their
old guy.
downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
In this new tactical RPG,
I don't know if I
battles
like the
take
voice
place on
acting
terrain with
in that
different
game like
elevations.
this.
A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon. The range can be extended by attacking from higher ground with long-range weapons, such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand.
Oh, that's cool. Set it
An
on
enemy
fire.
outflanked is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
I like that.
What have we here?
That's good. Instant buy.
Charge
Like,
into an enemy
you
to
can't.
send them
You got
flying
to.
into position for a follow-up attack.
We win.
Link attacks together by first casting ice magic on the flames to create water terrain. Then electrify the area with lightning magic.
Very cool. Very
It is of the utmost importance
Divinity.
to survey
Original
the
Sin 2
battlefield
and
before
Sin
taking
and-
action.
there's some actual strategy going on here, which for all of its
Throughout the
benefits,
story,
tactics doesn't have a
you will
lot
be
of.
faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations.
Determine your conviction.
Utility. morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction,
That's
affecting
cool.
how the story unfolds and
So
who
cool.
will
Love
join
it.
your cause.
Oh, of course there's going to be a huge party.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esdrost?
Critical decisions
He
that
said that
may
wrong.
determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction.
That's cool.
Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will
But
see
how many
what
paths?
true might is.
I don't really care. That's not usually my problem.
Project Triangle Strategy,
title.
a brand new tactical RPG from Square
They're gonna
Enix,
keep it just like
will
they did the last
launch
time.
in 2022.
Oh, my
Please
heart.
be on the lookout
Ugh.
for more information
It's too late.
in the future.
It's too late.
After this presentation,
Of course.
a demo
Just like last
version
time.
of this game will be available to download
I have
on
things to
Nintendo
do.
eShop. And in the future, we'll
Maybe it's
conduct
my
a
Ring Fit.
survey to gather player feedback. We look forward to hearing your responses on the demo.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Let's see what we got.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
5:32. 20 more minutes. Interesting. Is it new or old? There was some buzz about some Star Wars game earlier this week. Star Wars Hunters. Oh, okay. This is gonna be
Star
like a
Wars
battle
Hunters
royale.
is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7.
Zynga?
Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch
Zynga?
in 2021.
I thought they were done.
All right, let's do this.
All right, Sally. Do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take one.
We all play for different reasons.
Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons. Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
In my line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword,
I like mashups.
blade of doom.
Just once.
I like genre
Just
crossing.
once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new weapon.
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets. Woo! Come get some.
Oh. Never mind.
Hey, Lieutenant, pass to me!
Roger that, princess. Here.
Let's find out what sound your face makes!
This is... That was a weird setup. Like a really weird setup.
The ball, be the ball. Catch me.
Roger that. Heads up, Your Highness.
Eat this!
Be the ball.
Lost it! Can't believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers! Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Dairy farmers?
Hey, can we redesign our characters? You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Seriously, what's the point of the
This is
different
a war zone, not a bloody
game,
fashion show!
generic game icons? When you're all gonna look the same, more or less, except for your outfit. This is not a good trailer. Not a good trailer at all.
The fight for survival starts now.
Hang on tight, cause you're all going to play a little game of fate for me.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and Zero Escape series comes
Yeah,
a fight for
I
your
was getting
life.
some strong
Literally,
vibes from
disoriented
that.
and trapped in an underwater theme park.
But like
12
the
of
kiddie
you,
version
known
of
as
them.
the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
Nobody wants to die, sweetheart.
You all, but the game is canceled.
the game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
The one behind the whole game of fate!
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo
interesting
Switch,
the difference
May 28th.
in game you can get for your $60 between this and something else.
Wield the powers of Olympus with the physical,
physical
release of
Ooh.
Hades. Hades,
Fun to
the
have.
critically acclaimed
Just for
dungeon
fun.
crawler and recipient of multiple Game of the Year awards, is getting a physical release
Including
on
Never
Nintendo
Free-to-Play's
Switch.
Game of the Year.
This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack.
That's cool.
It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb, known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second
Two
is a
of their three
32-page
others.
full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's vibrant cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director, Gen Z. And let's not
I
forget
do
the
love
game
the god
itself,
designs.
offering dozens of hours of
very,
exhilarating
very well
action
done.
paired with a compelling story.
They
Escape
capture
the underworld
the
again,
theme and
or
the
for first
personalities
time
very, very
with
well.
the physical version of Hades on March 19th.
It's going to cost
3
$20 or
deadly action
$25
games,
or
one
more.
masterful collection.
Ninja Gaiden? Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2,
I've never played
and
these.
Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge are coming to Nintendo Switch as
cool,
the
huh?
action-packed Ninja Gaiden Master
If not a
Collection.
little old. I'm not going to get it, but
You are the legendary ninja
So, yeah,
Ryu Hayabusa,
basically this
fighting
Direct
against the
seems
great
to be,
evil with
for the
battle
most
skills
part,
that
a
are second to
backlog of
none.
announcements.
Wield an arsenal of killer weapons, each
At least that's why
offering
it's
a
so
playstyle
long.
with different set of lethal skills, along with ruthless.
although I've
ninjutsu
already
to
been
swiftly
excited
take
by
down
at
enemies.
least 2 things, maybe 3. I might have already forgotten. I'm going to have to rewatch
Quickly
for
gauge
sure.
your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos. And team up with other super ninjas in your quest to fulfill your destiny.
Turns out they're all women.
All previous downloadable content, including costumes and game modes, are included.
These games had DLC.
Revel
They
in
look
the
like
intensity of
PS2
Ninja
Xbox
Gaiden
games.
in one dynamic collection.
Maybe 3
Ninja
wasn't.
Gaiden Master Collection slices its way onto Nintendo Switch summer 2021.
They must not have much of their own going on during it. Oh, right. Mario Golf. That was the other thing I wanted.
More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
I haven't finished it yet. Slow down. Just got Urbosa. She's pretty great. I liked her like introduction quest mission. Expansion Pass. $20. Expanded roster. Yeah, that's always fun. That was weird.
There's even
That's a
more
really
coming
weird
to
announcement.
Nintendo Switch.
Well, of course there is.
Bravely
Yeah.
Default 2 is almost here. 4 Heroes of Light will soon embark
It's my
on a
wife's
journey
birthday.
to restore the crystals. Use the job system
She's
to
thrilled.
develop your characters and
This is
master
totally
the
her
brave
jam.
and default commands to emerge victorious in turn-based battles.
I live to fight.
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation. The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop.
It still looks
An
so
updated
rough.
demo
It
is
should look
also
much
available.
better than this.
The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages within the demon realm.
I tried playing the
co-op play
original.
is also available
Couldn't do
for
it.
the first time.
It's too
Help
hard.
Arthur in
And
his
not in a
quest
fun
with
way at
one of
all.
3
In a
supporting
this game
characters.
barely works kind of
Carry
way.
for defense, carry for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. 8 protagonists, 8 captivating
Saga
journeys.
Frontier Remastered.
Saga Frontier has
Interesting.
been remastered
It looks
for
terrible.
Nintendo
It looks
Switch.
like those phone
Travel
games
through a stunning
or phone
sci-fi world
remasters
with
for like
any of
Final
the
Fantasy 6 and 5.
each with their own stories. With
Like
the
the character
addition of the
models are-
playable
Ugh.
protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th. Apex Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play battle royale features a growing roster of powerful contenders named Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform play, and more. All players on Nintendo Switch can get an all-new legendary Pathfinder skin, and 30 free
just
levels
not good
for
enough.
the Season 8
I'll
Mayhem
never
Battle
be good
Pass.
enough. Like
Plus, for
one
the first
death
2
and I'm
weeks
out.
after launch,
It's never gonna work.
earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far?
Pretty good, thank you.
There's still a little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct, so we hope you'll stick with us.
Oh, I will.
Next, please take a look at this.
Hello there.
Zelda
I'm
stuff,
Eiji
Zelda stuff,
Aonuma,
Zelda stuff.
producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Let me get this out of the way real quick.
Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now.
Absolutely zero.
We apologize.
Or do you at the end?
Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
All right.
For now, we'll have to ask you
Got
to
that one
wait
wrong.
just a bit longer.
Unless I didn't. We'll
While
see.
you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
Better not be Skyward Sword.
Please take a look.
Better not be Skyward Sword. It's Skyward Sword. I don't know. Maybe they'll change a lot of the... I've never played it, but I have watched extensive critiques, and I just don't think I'd ever want to play a Zelda game that has so many, like, unfun elements in it. I also hate the basic enemy design, the bokoblins and goblins, or whatever they're called. Bokoblins. But it is supposed to be, like, you know, really epic. I don't know. Plus that guy, Girahim? Tongues? HT. Is that it?
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
$60.
This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold 2 Joy-Con controllers.
Right.
The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game.
Also, I don't know.
The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the
How
shield.
active do you have to be
By
when you
lifting
play
the
this?
controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You
I
can
do
perform
so
other
much of my
actions
gaming,
like
like,
using both controllers to
lying
wield
down
a bow
with the
and
Switch
arrow.
on my belly.
These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo
Alright.
Switch Lite
Alright,
system.
cool.
After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
It's really interesting.
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
I am not getting this right away. I'm gonna have to hear about how that works, how that
Here's
feels.
something else we've been working on. Specially designed
Those are
Joy-Con
cool.
controllers.
Those are cool.
The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD
That's
launches July 16th.
Not too far away.
Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran.
This seems
Even
like a
the
desperate
concept of
plea to
collecting
people who
items to
might not have
upgrade
played
gear.
Zeldas but did play Breath of the
I
Wild.
hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
Please don't write this off. We know it's very much reviled, but
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
I'm not going to.
Well, what did
Metroid
you think?
Prime Trilogy.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward
We got
Sword has
4
been
minutes left.
optimized for Nintendo Switch.
Wow
It
me.
includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Breath of the Wild 2. No, I can tell. This is an actual rock. Well, maybe it wasn't. Splatoon 3. Okay. That's fun. Cool splat bow thing. I don't know if that's in the other ones, but... Big or single player component? Open world Splatoon. The jellyfish and the fish here. It's kind of funny. Okay, gotta see something, right? Yeah, okay. Seems like it's gonna be more of the same. Is this actual gameplay footage? I know said earlier it wasn't. Back into the ink. It's good. Ah, see? That's way later.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while.
Very good
We hope you'll
logo.
stay tuned for more information at a later
With
time.
eyes on the squid on the 3. Also look like a 3. It's very good.
Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming
Is
to
that
Nintendo
the one more thing?
Switch. A variety of games are in development. And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
That's all. That's all she wrote. Okay. Okay. So we had Smash Open, Pyra, which is, you know, a lot of people were asking for it. Nintendo property, very easy choice to make, honestly. Don't care. I do like the idea that the sword has become the character. I think that's very funny. I'm sure other people will catch on to that, but I came up with it on my own. It's mine. Don't steal it. What am I excited about? Triangle Strategy. Obviously my number one, but 2022, so nothing to get too excited for. I'm going to go download that demo and play it tonight. For sure. Be talking about it on the podcast tomorrow. Mario Golf looks really fun. The crazy speed golf like twist where you run and you've got power-ups and stuff sounds awesome. I would love to play that with friends. And I don't know, maybe with that, combined with the motion stuff, I might be able to get the girls to play with me. Outer Wilds. Very, very excited to play that finally. No Breath of the Wild 2. That was sad. Very sad. Blew my prediction right out of the water. No Switch Pro. It'll come. The Switch Pro will come once Breath of the Wild 2 is announced. It just hasn't, well, you know, more information has been announced anyway. Skyward Sword. Couldn't care less. Kind of disappointed that that was the only Zelda news they brought. Like, is that going to be it? I hope there's more. And then Splatoon 3, I've never played a Splatoon game. I have nothing against them. I've simply never played them. But, cool. I don't know what they're going to do to really, like, spice it up. I know with the second one, you know, it was on the Switch, and so that's a big deal, obviously. And then they did put in that kind of, the sort of campaign or whatever it was called. I can't remember. They had a name, but I don't remember what it was called. And then people like that a lot. But what do you do now? Is there a huge single-player component? It looked like there might be. Guess we'll see. There was very little information shown. And it's 2022 as well. Yeah, that's it. We'll talk about this in depth on the podcast. But that was long with not as much as I would have hoped as far as stuff I'd like. Still no Metroid news. Absolutely no Metroid news. That blows my mind. Like, what are they doing? Why? Where's the trilogy? Where's the trilogy? I want it. I want it in my hands so I can play it in my bed. All right. Thanks for watching.